Federal prosecutors say there's not enough evidence to bring federal charges in the mysterious death of a Georgia high school student. Channel 2's Mark Winnie live in our newsroom with reaction now from the parents in this. Mark?
Well, the parents on both sides. The Department of Justice statement said, quote, officials from the U.S. Attorney's Office for the Northern District of Ohio, Middle District of Georgia, and District of Columbia met today with members of Kendrick Johnson's family to inform them of the findings and the conclusion of the investigation.
Yes, it just pushed the dagger a little bit further. All we ever asked for was answers and the truth about what's happened to Kendrick, and they still ain't gave us no answers.
Our photographer on the scene says Kendrick Johnson's parents emerged from an office building near the federal courthouse roughly 2.5 hours after they went in. But the events leading up to this day have been unfolding close to 3.5 years since the discovery of KJ's body at Lowndes County High School under mysterious circumstances. A statement says the Department of Justice announced today that the independent federal investigation into the 2013 death of 17-year-old Kendrick Johnson in Valdosta, Georgia, found insufficient evidence to support federal criminal charges.
Something did happen to Kendrick Johnson, but they just couldn't prove who killed him.
But another family was heavily invested in the outcome, too.
We welcome the long overdue and expected closing of the DOJ grand jury investigation into the death of Kendrick Johnson.
Karen Bell, wife of FBI agent Rick Bell, says her husband and sons Brandon and Brian Bell had been served target letters by the grand jury in January 2014. She says they steadfastly maintained they had nothing to do with Johnson's death or any related crimes, despite, she says, a now dismissed lawsuit by Johnson's parents suggesting the Bell brothers, who went to school with Kendrick, and many others had been involved in a wide-ranging conspiracy. She says the Department of Justice statement represents vindication of her family, though she wishes the DOJ had more clearly acknowledged Kendrick Johnson's tragic death was an accident, that he died of positional asphyxia, becoming trapped upside down in a gym mat while apparently trying to retrieve a shoe. And she says her family suffered waiting so long for the federal investigation to end.
We look forward to vindicating our reputations.
Now, the DOJ statement said, quote, in order to establish a federal criminal civil rights violation in this case, the government would have to prove beyond a reasonable doubt not only that someone killed Kendrick Johnson, but that the killing was motivated by racial animus. We saw no indication in the DOJ statement that they'd even proved the first part. Reporting live, Mark Winnie, Channel 2 Action News.